She doesn't use that in Smash. Speaking of Smash, when we're recording this, Steve comes out tomorrow.
Ow.
Technically, it's Steve, Alex, Zombie, and Enderan.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like the fact that it's one of the few characters that gets, like, you know, 3 other characters as alternate costumes. Did that piss the internet off? Because I feel like it would have. Because there were other opportunities where he could have done that, but they didn't.
They'll go over the basics, but the number of stars on a planet is how far in space it is, so you need that many stars to reach it. So, because this is a 1, that's a 3, and that's an 8. Logically, we're stuck to Good Egg Galaxy. A common, like, to some people, they hate Galaxy having linear missions. If you just swipe around, you can...
Now you're going to do the speedrunning skip?
You're getting your wires crossed.
I thought you could get on top of the house now.
That's not where the mission is.
Oh.
Oh, almost.
So...
Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you, Uma! I'm a man! You can break
yeah,
these.
so if you hit the squishy red part, you can break them.
Damn it.
Just don't attempt to do it, you'll...
Damn it.
Oh, and that's also another thing. Walking on... What's the thing that slows you down?
That weird...
The darker colored stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah! Haha. Got it.
It was the linearity thing. I was like, I've always said before, I kind of hate when people write a game all for just being linear, because two things about that. One, not even 64 and like, or not even 64 was super open. The funny thing is, because
Okay, I missed one.
I believe, isn't there one in one of the
No.
boulders?
There it is.
Right there.
They want you to understand the gravity concept, so...
Like, as I've said before, with linearity, like, one, we have, even the original 64 wasn't a, like, super open game. It still had an air of linearity to it. Like, the Bomb Battlefield is the first world you're supposed to go in. Now, like,
there we go!
Now,
Home stomp!
to be fair to 64 for a minute, as we showed we're playing, while the worlds themselves are linear, the missions in it, for the most part, are not. Like, other than the mission racing against Cooper Quick, oh yeah, that thing also destroys them. Other than, like, the mission where you race Koopa the Quick, and the mission that requires the wing cap, which you don't have yet, you can do every single mission in, like, the Bomb Battlefield as your first mission. You could go out of your way to collect all the red coins just because.
Generally,
oh, wait, and you're also missing the cannon, so you can't...
Oh, my favorite enemy!
So you can't do 3 of the missions. So you can definitely only do...
Got him.
Technically, you can't do, like, you can only do half of the missions in comfortable on Battlefield. And a few of the other areas are like that, but with 64, as and I talked about this a little in 64, while the game starts off somewhat linear, as you get to the top and bottom floor, it's like once you get to the basement and the top floor of the castle, you basically can do any world in those floors, so you could actually potentially go out of order, and I feel that's kind of bad design, because that could lead to a potential difficulty spike. Like, Lethal Lava Land is World 7, and World 6 is Hazy Maze Cave, right? You could end up doing World 7 before World 6, and like I said, if you end up doing this, you'll notice a bit of a difficulty spike, because Lethal Lava Land is Lethal Lava Land.
Got him!
And that's why I generally prefer linearity, because I hate when people don't realize non-linearity will almost always lead to erratic difficulty. This game's difficulty curve is far more balanced than the difficulty curve of like Sunshine and 64, because it's more linear. And now you might say, oh, but Sunshine's linear, you have to get to Mission 7. Yeah, but you can unlock all of the worlds in about half an hour. You can unlock, every stage except Pianta Village and Serena Beach was in, the first half an hour of playing, so you could just radically keep jumping across the board.
And I've seen blind runs do that.
Because, of Sunshine's, ironically linear mission progression, that leads to most worlds opening super quickly. Now, to be fair, Pianta Village is, supposed to be the last world of the game. At least I've always taken it as such, so it does have an...
So, now they're teaching you that you can machine gun with your star bits.
Yes.
But...
Though, we could have done that before at any time.
Oh, totally! I just don't do it. I don't...
Even though if you actually shoot, the star bits at things, even though if you shoot your star bits at things...
Oh,
that will actually help a few areas, because it stuns things.
We can cover that. You're not wrong. A snack of cosmic proportions. So, what Curzon's talking about...
You're supposed...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, actually, these enemies do stun.
Yeah.
No, you weren't close enough.
Homing attack. You jump and mid...
Yeah, Mario has a homing attack, ripping off Sonic.
You jump and mid-spin?
Do a ground pound. If there's an enemy you can jump on near you, we'll do that.
You can also, log on to MP.
Huh, that would have been a speed run skip.
You can do some dumb... Because of the way the physics...
Just play the game normally.
Oh, almost. Though,
is that an actual, skip that...
I don't know. Because of the way the gravity works, it's... That thing might not even be in my... correct field of... They're about to... teach you about pulsar physics... And because of the way the gravity fields work, that thing might have actually... You hold... You can spin out of it! If I remember right, if you kick a Goomba, it's always bits.
Yes. because star bits are the main focus of this game, I realize you rarely ever get coins. I think you have to stomp on a Goomba to get a coin.
Yes, yes you do. See? There's consistency, it's not random.
Because, like, you see, you get 50 star bits to get an extra life.
50 coins works too.
It does?
Yeah. You just never really...
You never really have an opportunity to do that, because coins, like I said, oddly take a back seat as the collectible in this game. Though I'm honestly kind of fine with that, because star bits, they're not just, like, there for meaningless lives or something. As the game established, you can shoot them at things, and that can stun out minor enemies. I do kind of wish the star bits had a bit more of a use, like, you never really have to use them for a puzzle, right? Other than the obvious one.
I'm showing something. So, like, you can fly away from, like, planets? If I hadn't done that, I would have landed on the one planet. You only need around 100, so I'll fill you with snacky happiness soon.
Like that warp star just looped back around.
In case you need bits. Also, the dumb thing, to fill them with snacky happiness, it only counts if their mouth is open and you see the little snack counter. Speaking of, machine gun away! Transform! Ah! A whole planet was born. And it's pink because it's a transformation. There's actual really cool theming in this game.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, different, like... A launch star's color will be different depending on what it's used for.
Let's just backflip that. Yeah, there's no point. I know, like, well, I'm not the best at this game. I can at least.
Well, like, the funny thing is, another, like, aspect of this game, because of it being more linear and, just to be blunt, more polished than Sunshine and 64, Galaxy is less jank. Now, there is still some jank. You can get the gravity to fuck up and do certain things for speedrunning, but it doesn't have, like, as big or, like, as crazy of speedrunning
Okay, so yeah,
as skips as the last two games. Also, oh look, 2D section. It's not a real 3D Mario game.
Oh.
Hey, would it be petty?
I'm going in!
Would it be petty if we actually counted the 2D sections in this game?
Which Sean and Brian act like there are none.
What they want you to do for that is go around and grab the pole star pieces to get pole stars to pole star into it.
Screw
How many times did I say pole star in that sentence?
It was so nice of Walmart to provide us with these Walmart beverages in exchange for us saying Walmart so many times. Is it a mirage? Or just product placement? So yes, you have to use the pole stars, and a lot of people think, oh, I have used the pole stars. No.
Bitch, you can just long jump.
Bitch, you thought. Sean and Brian have argued with me that this game does not have enough 2D to be considered a counterpoint to that Sonic has too much 2D.
Which is only a complaint levied at Colors, because Colors is so much of a functional game, you can't complain about anything else. Like, Colors Foundation, and that's what I honestly find so funny about that, is Colors is such a functional game, you basically have to contrive bullshit.
That's what you're talking about, Persian.
Yeah. You essentially have to contrive issues with it.
I did it! There, I did it.
I said the game doesn't have a lot of speedrunning skips, but it does have a few. Mostly shit, again, based around breaking the gravity. Which is actually really hard to do, which is a testament to... I know what you're trying to do, but don't, because you might walk onto the plants.
I love the...
Oh, you've sent it onto the other planet.
That's... Yeah, that was the goal. Because you need... that.
Okay, you don't need to do it that way. The other way you can beat him is wait for him to slam.
Waggle like a madman! Oh, I think there's an invincible star in here. Maybe.
No, Oh, no, it is.
Time to go hyperactive. You get a rainbow star power. Might actually spin more. More how I'm used to. Might use Y if I...
Use Y when we need precision, even though, to be fair, like, you never really need precision in this game.
Hop. Because the spin into the homing attack is an easier button combo than trying to awkwardly jump, hit Y, and then roll your freaking hands. It's King Caliente time! Ow, my hands.
Isn't Caliente just like Italian for squid or something? Or is that a type of squid dish? Which you might say is fucked up, but remember, there's that octopus villager and Animal Crossing which handles like Takoyaki.
So, the gimmick is he'll shoot the fireballs, but then you have to play power tennis.
That's Zelda's gimmick, not Mario's.
Just run around in circles like an idiot. I can beat him without really moving.
And
bonk! Bonk! Bonk!
And, like, Sunshine Galaxy saves lives, right?
No! God, no!
It doesn't?
Nope.
They rolled it back?
Yes.
Why?
Because, yes.
Oh, risky boy.
I know if honestly, that stupid damage boost, you'll notice, put me over the star, so I actually landed a little bit faster. Spinning is more authentic, and it's more what I'm used to. I might go back to my old waggle ways. Just set this thing. Ow. Ow, my ass. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, you know what? I thought this topic would be interesting since we were talking about it, because at the time of recording this was basically a bit of a controversy, and I'm doing air quotes, even though I would consider this a stupid controversy, and that is basically the fact that people fundamentally can't find any flaws with Sonic Colors. So they need to make a dumb, arbitrary distinction where they basically say Sonic Colors can't be considered a 3D Sonic game because there's way too much 2D in Sonic Colors. So my question is basically this. How many of you also find that argument to be incredibly fucking stupid? That argument means nothing. It's just an arbitrary way to try and bring Sonic Colors down, since Sonic Colors is a super good game, and people need to find a flaw with the game to basically shit on the game. So the common argument is, oh, there's far too much 2D in this 3D Sonic game, so therefore it's a 2D Sonic game. Therefore, Sonic Colors proves that Sonic does not work in 3D at all. And it also proves that Sonic was never good because Sega had to basically create a 3D Sonic game where most of it is 2D. When I'm sorry, that is arbitrary, that's stupid. There's plenty of 3D. Yeah, there's a good bit of 2D, but who the hell cares? I've always thought this argument was stupid. And as a bonus question, because the topic is also super interesting, how many of you agree with the reason I brought up Super Mario Galaxy? Because it really does have a good chunk of random 2D sections, so you can make the same dumb semantic argument. Yeah, it's not as extreme as Sonic Colors, but I still feel like there is a good bit of random 2D in this 3D Mario game. But again, I think the Sonic Colors argument is stupid. Like, incredibly stupid. When I say stupid, I mean laughably so. I'm starting to ramble. I just wanted to see how many people agree with me, because at the time that was this weird controversy where people were basically writing that Sonic was never good type of argument, and even Shine started to effectively hate Sonic, which is hilarious because he basically was the person I always considered a huge Sonic fan, but even Shine was basically sucked up by that, oh, Sonic was never good, and I basically said you're letting, like, big YouTube opinions influence you, and he basically said, no, I'm not. I went back and played a bunch of Sonic games, and these people are right. The 3D entries kind of suck, and even most 2D Sonic games are also kind of bad. The only Sonic game I was having any fun with in years is Sonic Mania, so it really does seem like Sonic was never good. And then Sean kind of dropped Sonic, other than kind of wavering in and out in this convoluted way, but this is not the time to talk about Shine. The only reason I brought him up is because at the time, this was right after he started doing that, so he was also basically doing what everyone was doing and repeating the, oh, when you think about it, Sonic Colors just is not a 3D Sonic game. And I do agree with Carson, that is just a stupid attempt to bring the game down, because fundamentally Sonic Colors is so good, people can't argue against it unless you basically pull that stupid argument. But anyway, I am starting to ramble, so I really should stop rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, if you follow me all on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.